Hey playa, is there an old friend that you really miss and you want to reach out to, but you just don't know the best way to go about doing it? Don't worry, in this video, I'm going to share a few tips on what you can do to reconnect with them to rekindle that friendship.
This is the Josh Speaks, you're watching the Josh Speak.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make when they take a trip down memory lane and think about old friends is that they look at the things that remind them of the friends, but they never make the effort to reach out to them. Whether it's sharing a story with someone of those crazy and fun times that you had together, or it's looking at old pictures and jumping back down memory lane, most people tend to take that first initial step, but never move on from there. And when you do that, you might end up telling yourself, man, we had such fun times together, but I can't reach out to them now because they've moved so far on with their lives and we're just different people. And that itself is what's holding you back. The fact that you feel like you're different people. You have different friends now, different social lives, different environments, and because of that, you feel like the two of you just won't get along like you used to. But I don't exactly think that's what it is. I think it's more of the fear that if you do reach out to them, if you do try to connect with them, that the two of you just won't have that same spark that you used to. And I think that's a totally valid feeling to have. But still, if you want to reconnect with that person, the best thing to do is to jump down memory lane. Look at old photos, old conversations, anything you have that brings the two of you together. Jump back into the mindset of thinking about the things you guys shared rather than focusing on the things you may not potentially share now. Just because they may have moved on and entered a new stage in their life doesn't mean that love, care, and support isn't still there when they think about you, just like you're experiencing it now when you think about them. Okay, those feelings are there and you're ready to reconnect with them, but how exactly do you do it? Well, the platform that you follow them on and kind of keep up to date on what's going on in their lives, shoot them a message over there. That's probably going to be the easiest way to connect with them because you see that they're active on it. Now, when it comes to sending that first message, what I would recommend doing is taking a picture of the thing that reminds you of them, whether it's an old item that they gave you, a letter that you wrote, or just a picture of the two of you hanging out. Sharing that with them will bring them back to that moment where the two of you really bonded. It kind of operates like an instant nostalgia flash. It brings them back to that time where they're going to start thinking about how things were with you and them. Now, if you don't have something like that to work with, you can always just shoot them a message and say something like, hey, I was thinking about that time that we did this and that, and you just popped back into my mind. So I wanted to reach out and say hi. And that's why my second tip focuses so much on letting them know that they popped back into your mind. Shooting them a message and bringing them back down memory lane with you is going to help them reconnect with you and start that new conversation that the two of you are going to share. And that's all good and fun. The two of you share that memory, but here's where it starts to get kind of rocky. Because once you get past that piece of the conversation, the next one is always, so what are you up to now? Which can totally ruin everything. This is the point where you find out more information about what they're doing now. Now, it shouldn't just be you asking a lot of questions. Make sure to also share your own experience and the things that you've gone through in the time that has passed since the two of you were connected. But the third tip here is super important. This will either make or break your chances of reconnecting with them. A lot of people make this mistake and then never recover from it. So don't do what most people do. As you're having that conversation, someone might casually drop in, oh man, we should get together again and catch up. And then the other person says, yeah, definitely. And then it's dead. And the reason why that specific phrase kills a lot of potential reconnected friendships is because neither person is setting an actual time and date for the two of you to meet up. It kind of ends up staying in this very general area where it's like, yeah, we should hang out sometime, definitely. And then neither person kind of acts on it and they just wait for the other person to take the first step. But you're not going to do that. You're the one that wants to reconnect with them and reestablish that friendship. So you're going to set a solid time and date for the two of you to hang out. Just like you'd set up a date with anyone. You don't want to keep it general. You want to be as specific as you can be. In some cases, hanging out one-on-one might not be something that person is too interested in, so you can opt instead for a group hangout. Talk to that person and talk to other friends that you had and see how many people you can bring together so that everyone can reconnect. Ask them to meet up with you at a specific time on a specific date to do a specific thing. It could be something as simple as, hey, let's go grab a cup of coffee together, let's go share a meal, let's just spend 15 minutes together just reconnecting. Now, most likely that person's going to feel like they have so many things going on in their lives that they can't make a full day's time or even a full few hours worth of time. So aim for a shorter time period just for the two of you to reconnect. All you need is a little bit of face-to-face time, and then the rest of it can happen online. So this is the challenge I'm putting forward for you. I want you to reconnect with that person you feel that has fallen out of your life, whether it was an old friend, an old crush, someone that you really think about constantly that maybe you want to reestablish a connection with, but you just don't know how to go about doing it. Follow the tips in this video and make it happen. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. And remember guys, my new book, Embracing the Awkward, a guide for teens to succeed at school, life, and relationships is now available on Amazon. The link is down below. If you can't order it yourself, ask your parents. If you tell your parents that you want to order a book on how you can grow and learn as a person, I can guarantee they'll get it for you. So check it out and send it over to your parents too. On that note guys, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.